Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think just the mere notion that this hearing is a postal update is utter nonsense. By the Chairman's own admission just moments ago, the issues that will be discussed in the hearing today shows this hearing for what it is, an absolute farce. In fact, not a single one of the witnesses who are here, we're supposed to be having a postal update, not a single one of the witnesses even work for the USPS currently. The fact is, in relation to the Postal Service update, because of better than expected revenue during this pandemic, because of packages, the Postal Service has reported that it has enough money to be totally solvent through at least August of next year, 11 months from now. 11 months. There is no immediate need for a $25 billion bailout. However, as GAO reported in May, and as we have all known now for decades, the USPS's current business model is not financially sustainable because of such things as declining mail volumes, increased compensation costs, and rising unfunded liabilities. $25 billion bailout money cannot fix these type of problems. All it does is just push the problems down the road a little bit further for us to have to deal with it later. We have 11 months, as of right now, 11 months to come together to work in a bipartisan fashion to bring real reforms to the Postal Service, just like, Mr. Chairman, you did with my predecessor, Mark Meadows. But instead of having a serious discussion about proposals for a postal reform bill, we are using this valuable time to delve into conspiracy theories about the Koch family and to opine into Mr. DeJoy's financial interests. Assembling a group of people like we are doing here today, regardless of their experience, to speculate with no more facts or information than what is printed in the Washington Post is absolutely a waste of time. This is, in my opinion, as close to a kangaroo court as anything I've seen. And given the reckless apathy towards facts and truth that the Democrats have exhibited throughout this entire affair, it's clear that this so-called hearing is nothing more than a further attempt at political assassination. What we do know at this point is that the USPS Ethics Office cleared Mr. DeJoy to retain certain assets, and to the best of anyone's knowledge here, he has complied with the conditions around that ruling. For his part, Postmaster General has confirmed at our full committee hearing that the OIG is currently conducting an investigation, and he said that he welcomed the results of that report. Furthermore, the President himself has said that he is open to a campaign finance investigation of the Postmaster General, and said if he did something wrong, if it could be proven, if there is evidence of wrongdoing, then he should lose his job. And despite all of the cooperation between those two, the Democrats try to paint them as partners. It sounds like at least the two of them, the Postmaster and the current administration, are willing to at least collect the facts and evidence before rushing to judgment, something certainly that this committee so far has not done. Just for example, when the entire House was forced to vote on a postal bailout bill before we even had a hearing, before we even had the opportunity to question the Postmaster General and analyze data on what was causing the reported slowdowns, or when the Democrats claimed that the removal of collection boxes and sending letters to states about their election deadlines was somehow an assault on the Postal Service and democracy, without even admitting the fact that these are the same actions that Postmaster Generals in the past have done, same actions that they have taken time and again. Today we're having a hearing 2 days before the Postal Service is due to start producing documents from the Democrat subpoena, which asks for documents regarding the Postmaster General's divestments, recusals, and communications with the Ethics Office. But let me just add this. in the documents that have already been received from the Postal Service, there is evidence of the Democrats' disingenuous narrative about the USPS. The documents show in black and white evidence countering two of the Democrats' favorite topics on this issue, the postal boxes and mail sorting machines. Interestingly, more of these were removed just prior to the 2016 election than have been removed this year. And yet, strangely, I don't recall any talk about it then. So as a result, the hearing today will not be based on fact. It'll be based on conjecture and supposition in the hopes of one day that we will resume genuine postal reform. I've invited Mr. Mike Plunkett of the Association for Postal Commerce, or PostCom. This is a national association of businesses and organizations that rely on the use of mail for communications and commerce. I certainly look forward to hearing from him as well as our other witnesses who are here with us today. And hopefully we will be able to move forward with genuine efforts for postal reform rather than these type of hearings that are nothing more than a kangaroo court to score political points. With that, Mr. Chairman.